For the latest film interviews, reviews, and everything making news in pop culture, subscribe to Film Companion now.
Every shot I give, every take I give will be a dedication to Irfan sir. I have my fingers crossed and I really hope that, I'm at least 1% of what he could have done in the film. For both the films, there was a lot of hard work that had gone there.
Yeah.
On an individual level and as a team as well. It was heartbreaking.
So lovely to see all of you, especially in person, and congratulations on a really solid trailer. Now, of course, Sardar Udham Singh was originally meant to be played by Irfan, and Vicky, there can't be a greater compliment to you than to be stepping into his shoes. But those are big shoes.
Very big shoes.
How hard was this to do for you?
I was just utterly grateful. I really was to be just getting this opportunity and extremely gracious of Irfan sir as well. I mean, Sujita would be in a better position to tell that story, but it was, I mean, I had to eradicate the thought that I'm filling some shoes, but always knowing deep down in my heart that every shot I give, every take I give will be a dedication to Irfan sir. I have my fingers crossed and I really hope that, I'm at least 1% of what he could have done in the film.
I remember when you played Vihan in Uri,
Hanji.
you had talked in an interview about how you practiced meditation because it helped you get into the psyche of a character who shoulders immense responsibility.
Right.
Now, here's another character who shoulders immense responsibility. But Vicky, Vihan made you a star, that film made you a star, right? So now you're doing magazine covers and you're doing brand endorsements and your personal life is breaking the internet and you're trying to find the truth of this extremely complicated situation and a very, very complex character. How tough was that? Did the stardom and the noise around it ever get in the way?
No. For
You don't
me,
allow that?
Not at all. What I live for is those moments between action and cut. And if I'm not feeling honest and truthful to that character, to that moment, to that situation, everything else is irrelevant. I am very much in check with the reality that everything, the noise that you're talking about, is because of that moment that I get between action and cut. If I am not truthful between that moment, none of that would exist. And I live as an actor, my joy, my real joy is between that action and cut. I don't, very fiercely, I don't let anything affect that.
You protect it.
Very, very fiercely. Very fiercely.
And
Everything
it works
else
usually,
is secondary.
or does it sometimes
100%,
not?
because it's also where you find your joy in.
Yeah.
I really, really, really find absolute bliss, absolute joy in the moments where I know that I've touched a truthful note between action and cut. And I really live for those moments. I really, really live for those moments. And those are the moments I really want to explore till the end of times for myself.
This is of course a story about patriotism and about freedom. But given the current cultural climate, that can very easily veer into jingoism. So, Shujit, as an artist and a storyteller, how did you maintain that balance?
I'm also quite a little bit like, I think like, possibly like him also at some point, unless you think or become like him.
Him
like
meaning Sardar
Udham.
Okay.
Or Shahid Bhagat Singh, it's difficult to touch. It's difficult to touch your own heart, and it's difficult to touch Vicky's heart or any, the cinematic art, I feel. So when as an artist you're doing something, obviously there's something from inside which compels you to do that.
Yeah.
Otherwise you won't do that. As for us, cinema that we have tried to create so far, we've kept it to in a very ordinary storytelling, in a very ordinary, what you can say, very ordinary and organic. even if it's say Gulabo or October. Very, I've tried the way it is, the way I have seen it, the way I have experienced it, because I've seen this around.
Yeah.
But this particular film, I have not seen this around. I have just read it. You know, I have not met those people. All my films, I have met those people. I've met the characters.
Yeah.
This one, I have not. So that's why it took a lot of time to sink in how what you say, that jingoism and patriotism, why it's always a myth, why it can't be normal, why Sardar Udham can't be like me and you and a normal person. Why can't be a revolutionary sitting down there, you know, somewhere in one of the colleges? So he's amongst us. I still feel he's here. He's somewhere here, and we will. So I think you need to have that kind of what do you say? I need to have that kind of a belief system inside me also. That kind of ideology, that kind of thinking. Then only I think I will be able to possibly do some justification to what he has done. Not completely. I've just tried that. And on all other my films, I've tried not to be biased, and somewhere in a very thin line you just walk. And the same here. This is also a very sensitive subject.
Yeah.
So I've tried to be absolutely balancing on that thin rope. So when you watch the film, we'll discuss more.
Vicky, do you agree with that? That you have to believe in the ideology, you have to feel like that to make it?
Of course, I mean, depends on how you're envisioning that story. Of course, we know that with Sujit Da, it always comes with a lot of realism in the treatment of telling a story. And with that, of course, you have to really believe in that. You have to really be in sync with that mind space to kind of portray it truthfully. So you have to kind of weave yourself into the same cloth, into the same fabric, to then be as close to the character as you can be.
So your politics and the character's politics have to agree?
See, as an actor, I would say that even if they're not, it's very subjective. They could and they could not. But
it's
even
your
if they're
duty
not,
to
it's
do
my
it.
duty
Yeah.
to keep my politics behind. And if I've signed up for the job, I have to go into go with the politics of the character. You know, that is my job. That is what I'm signing up for.
But perhaps not as a director, right, Srijit?
Yes, of course. I mean, directors, I won't say a politics or whatever it is. I mean, it could be anything. It could be just a thinking, just a thought. Yeah. The way you conduct, the way Udham must have experienced possibly the massacre or what he has gone through in his life. You know, he was a friend of Bhagat Singh, or he used to call Bhagat Singh his guru. So, you know, they must be in sync in certain way in terms of their political understanding, the kind of vision they had for what do they meant by freedom. So, you know, you will, as a director, I will have to connect with that system, and I will have to, because of course through the film you're seeing me also.
Right.
Yeah.
So somewhere you're seeing me also. What do I feel? What do I think?
Yeah.
So, and of course you have to be and think like that. Otherwise that what I said, that vibration or that passion you won't see on that particular shot also. You will find a mistake there.
Yeah. Ronnie, you said that there are 2 decades of research that has gone into this movie. So how long has this film been marinating?
Ever since I met him, 99, and that's when he said, I want to make a film. It started off with, I want to make a film, something to do with Jallianwala. And then the research started happening, and that's where we found out more details about Sardar Udham's role in it, and then so everyone's been talking about 20. I think it's good that we made the film now, because I think 21 years back, we were 21 years younger. I don't think so we were that mature to understand and bring out the film the way today it is. So
Yeah.
it's 21 more years of experience in this world, so which brings about in the way we are telling the story. So
I think that's evolved, and I think that maturity, you're right, absolutely, is very, very important for this kind of a film. It cannot be done without being involved and matured enough
Yeah.
to understand.
You know, the last 18 months have, of course, taught us all to process grief and loss and disappointment. And in the larger scheme of things, movies are a very small thing, but still. Vicky, two of the most dazzling titles in your kitty, Takht and Ashwathama,
Yeah.
fell apart,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
How did you process that and how did you just move ahead?
See, for both the films, there was a lot of hard work that had gone there.
Yeah.
On an individual level and as a team as well. It was heartbreaking with regards to both those films. But at the end, what is happening in the larger context in the world is also heartbreaking. And in that, I mean, we've lost lives. And if you're losing films because of some practical reasons, of course, it's a little, it's a mood dampener, it's a little bit of this, but you understand. But you understand why this is happening, and it, at the end of the day, it makes sense, you know, because there is somebody who's putting in that kind of money to build that film up. Each working day on that film, be it a pre-production stage also, it costs a lot of money. And in these times where we have finally reached a stage where the theaters are reopening, and that too with, we don't still know the protocols as to what kind of occupancy they are opening with and how much time it's going to take for a complete occupancy. You don't know where in terms of numbers, where in terms of getting that kind of, like, you know, what the profit models have changed in terms of on paper. The budgeting of films have changed on paper. So at the end of the day, it made sense. So you kind of get over that, you know. You take it with a pinch of salt and you move ahead and
Just soldier on.
yeah.
Since you mentioned theaters opening, Ronnie, I have to ask, you know, it feels like it's come a full circle, right? Because Gulabo Sitabo was the first big movie when we were all in lockdown. And now here's Sardar Udham, sort of, I don't want to be too optimistic, but when there seems to be a little bit of a light at the end of the tunnel, right? Do you ever think that maybe you should have held out a little bit longer for the theaters?
I think in the greater interest of the world, I would say it's good that we close the loop when things are looking brighter. So we opened it and let's close it and let the world...
And hopefully good things will
Good
come.
things happen, yes, definitely. We will be making more films and we will definitely go to cinemas. But in the greater good of the world, we feel that if somehow Udham closes that whole loop of COVID, we will be happiest.
Sounds like a great sacrifice.
Redemption.
Redemption in a way.
You've done your job, right? You know, I read when I was researching this that after he was arrested, Udham used to call himself in court Muhammad Azad Singh because he wanted to show Hindu-Muslim Sikh unity. I want to talk to you guys about how a message like that becomes even more relevant because the world seems so fractured and so polarized right now. Did that play in your heads at all when you guys were making it?
I mean, yes, I think because this was surely a message from him that he was trying to give us. So I think, and we definitely noted that message when I was reading all his letters and, you know, his court cases and the people he used to meet, his childhood. So there was a message that he was trying to give it to us. And what you have pointed out is absolutely right, that since then that fragmented, that world, maybe he was trying to bring them all together.
Yeah.
And I think I have explored that in the film in a little more detail. I think a post-film we can really discuss that. But you pointed out on the right point that, you know, that fragmented world, he was surely trying to give a message.
Okay, and I'm going to end with a more macro question. I feel like in the last 18 months, Hindi cinema has sort of lagged behind the other major film industries. You know, you look at what they're doing in Malayalam or Telugu, I mean, the kind of blockbusters they've, you know, put out even through the pandemic, Tamil cinema. Why do you think that this is? And what is it that gives you hope about the next 6 months when we are going to see one film after the other hit the screens, which is very exciting. But why? What happened? What went wrong?
I don't know because I haven't seen many films, so I don't know what's happening all around. I just happen to see few films and few documentaries. I would say we have been trying. So our effort has been there to bring it some good cinematic experiences. What we purely believe in that kind of a cinema. For me, for example, even the Gulabo Sitabu was an effort. Whether I was successful or I failed, that I am not. But I think we tried our best to create an environment and a world. Same way in Udham also, we have tried to create a world. It's more of a film where you need to feel it and go through it, not just go incident after incident that, okay, here's a portrayal of some incidents. No, it is, we have tried to go deep into Sardar Udham's mind, what he must have gone through, as he was so elusive and we don't know. And in terms of cinematic, what has gone through, even whether it's a Malayalam cinema or Arvindan or or it's Tamil cinema or even Marathi, I think they have been doing some really great storytelling, great work.
Yeah.
Or even the new age village rock stars.
Yeah.
This one girl who comes from Assam and just creates.
Rima, yes.
Yeah, Rima just comes and just creates some havoc and teaches us, this is the filmmaking should be, So we learn, I think. So we have been trying, so we'll keep trying.
Vicky, what do you think?
I don't know, see, since the past 18 months, I have been more of an audience than a working actor. So I've just been enjoying content, wherever it's coming from, be it Malayalam cinema, Telugu cinema, Assamese cinema. So it's wonderful that beautiful content is coming out.
Yeah.
Of course,
Yeah.
every industry goes through its good years and bad years. And it was just wonderful to see that there's good content coming out. I, being a young actor, only a few years into the industry, I'm in no position to say what went wrong that Hindi film industry couldn't produce films and in the same timeline, because I just don't have knowledge about all the how the process is. But I, for sure, as an audience, was a very happy guy.
Okay, producer Saab, aap bataएं.
See, I'll be coming from the very optimistic point of view that if Hindi film industry couldn't do well, the good thing is there were so many other films which did well.
Yes.
And a lot of people have discovered some fabulous films,
Absolutely.
fabulous actors. Like I keep on reading actor like Fahad Fazil, everyone is talking about. Had we been producing a lot of content, probably we would have lost out a brilliant talent like that. People wouldn't have even known.
Yeah.
Because he comes from a very small industry, the Malayalam industry, but a lot of people have watched his films and now they know that there is so much talent everywhere.
You're right.
Like he was talking about Rima's film. There's this another film, very small film called The Market. Yodo, guy from my hometown, from my school, who made this beautiful film about the market.
Yeah.
So there's some beautiful content which is getting made. So, and as you could see in the last 2 days, there was this whole list of announcements of Hindi cinema. So we are back as an industry. So Hindi cinema is also back. So it's a win-win for all.
Yeah.
Last 6-8 months, all the regional industries got their due. Now we'll take over and again go on.
And
to
recognition too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't wait.
Yeah.
It's all good. I cannot wait. Thank you and cannot wait to see you, Udham. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Thank
Thanks
you.
so much.